All right, so today we're going deep on some timeless financial advice.
Yeah.
We're talking The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason.
Oh, yeah, a classic.
And for, the listener out there, sometimes you just want to cut to the chase.
Yeah.
You don't want all the fluff.
Right.
So we've looked at summaries and, we've boiled it down to some of the key takeaways.
Absolutely.
And our mission is really to unpack these ideas.
Yeah.
They're presented as these Babylonian parables.
Right.
And see, how they can apply to, modern personal finance.
I love it.
So
Yeah.
I guess jumping right in,
Yeah.
one of the biggest things that stuck out to me,
Mm-hmm.
and something that you hear all the time,
Sure.
but I think this book popularized it, is the idea of paying yourself first,
Yeah.
which basically means as soon as you get paid,
Right.
you take 10% of your income
At least.
and that goes straight to savings.
Yeah.
And, you do that before you do anything else.
Right. Like before you pay your bills or anything like that, that 10% is sacred.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's you're paying your future self first.
Absolutely. It's about building that habit
Yeah.
of prioritizing your financial well-being.
And I think that, that's the key takeaway for anybody who wants to learn something quickly.
Yeah.
That is the foundational piece.
Absolutely. Consistency is key.
Yeah. And, after you've paid yourself first,
Yeah.
what do you do with, the rest of it?
Well, that's where managing your resources comes in, right?
Right.
Clason talks a lot about, the need to understand the difference between needs and wants.
Right. And, so often it's easy to kind of just let spending creep up.
Oh, yeah. The dreaded lifestyle inflation.
Yeah, exactly.
As you earn more, you spend more.
And so this really provides, a framework for being more intentional about where your money goes.
Right. It's about making conscious choices with your finances.
And not feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly. You don't need a complicated budget, just a clear understanding of what truly matters.
Yeah. And, it's not enough to just save.
No, absolutely not.
The book really stresses, making your money work for you.
That's the idea of putting your money to work through investments.
Right. So you're not just stuffing it under a mattress.
Exactly. Letting it sit idle. You want it to grow and multiply.
And I think for, anybody out there that's kind of looking for that aha moment.
Yeah.
Realizing that saving is only step one.
It's the foundation.
Yeah.
But investing is how you build real wealth.
Investing is how you actually build wealth.
Precisely.
That's huge. But then how do you make sure that it's not all for nothing?
That brings us to the importance of protecting your wealth.
Okay.
Clason cautions against risky investments or, falling for scams.
Right.
He emphasizes seeking knowledgeable advice to make sure your investments are secure.
So basically doing your due diligence.
Yeah.
Not just jumping at something that sounds too good to be true.
Right. You want to make sure your investments are both safe and have the potential for solid returns.
And for the listener out there, it's not just about making money. It's also about being smart.
Absolutely.
And about keeping it.
Protecting what you've earned is crucial.
Right. Yeah. And what else stuck out to you?
Well, Clason also talks about the importance of continually improving your earning ability.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, he's really advocating for constant learning, developing new skills.
So always be growing.
Always be growing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's not just about personal development.
Right.
It's about, increasing your value.
Increasing your earning potential, opening up new opportunities.
Yeah, and this is a proactive approach.
Absolutely.
For anyone who wants to really take charge of their financial future.
It's about taking control of your destiny.
Exactly. And then he also talks about planning for the future.
Yeah, thinking long term, preparing for retirement, for unexpected events.
So not just thinking about, the now. Right. It's about having that broader perspective.
But also, 10 years, 20 years down the line.
Exactly. And that's where wise saving and investing come into play again.
Right. It provides that safety net.
Absolutely.
For whatever comes your way.
And finally, I think one of the most important takeaways from Clason is the need for action and persistence.
Yeah, it's one thing to know all this stuff.
Right?
It's another to actually do it.
It's about putting these principles into practice consistently over time.
Yeah, and it takes effort, it takes discipline.
It does.
It takes patience.
But the rewards are worth it.
Right, because knowledge without action
is meaningless.
Yeah, it's just potential.
Exactly.
So to kind of sum it up,
yeah.
We've got these really old ideas from Babylon.
Right.
But they're so relevant today.
They truly are.
Prioritize your savings.
Manage your expense.
Invest wisely. Protect your assets.
Increase your earning power.
Plan for the future. Take consistent action.
And with those principles, you have a powerful roadmap to financial independence.
And we hope that for the listener,
Yeah,
that this deep dive has given you a much clearer understanding.
absolutely. A shortcut to some profound financial wisdom.
Yeah, but a much faster way to learn these ideas than having to like read the whole book.
Right.
So to leave you with something to think about,
Yeah.
which of these Babylonian principles that we've talked about do you think you could integrate
Right now,
into your life
today, what's one small step you can take to start applying these principles?
and start working towards,
Financial freedom.
yeah, a richer life?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
And we'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.
See you then.